Hi, Kevin from KJ's Moto. Well, the TLR is running. The quick shifter is driving me nuts. It's now missing every time I shift into 5th and 6th, it misses. Okay, so what I've done, if I've adjusted the quick shifter to the kill times for manual, so you can set them individually, but they still have a default setting for the manual instead of, I think they call it the active. So we'll try that, but at the moment the quick shifter is pissing me off. I don't know if it'll make any difference. You got to do it with your engine running with the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi doesn't work unless the engine's running, and then you do it. So I haven't got enough hands to do it and film it at the same time. I don't know why it wants to work sometimes and it doesn't other times. I just had it running. Let's go. The amp's looking good. Very pretty. Well, I got back from the ride just then, and as I said on the ride, while I was riding along, I got a few more problems. The brakes, front brakes, they are enormously better than they were before with the 19mm radial on it. Now I've got a set of new EBC HH pads in there, and they're just bedding into the discs. But now I've got a new problem where that on the initial application of the brake, the front end shudders, and I'll show you what I believe is wrong with that now. These discs are the originals 2002 model TLR with 73,000 Ks on it, and we've got this backwards and forward movement on the bobbins. They're supposed to have a little bit of sideways movement. These are moving backwards and forwards, so they're elongated. So you've got a stainless steel pin, you've got stainless steel rotor, but you've got an aluminium carrier. So the aluminium carrier is going to wear, isn't it? So I think that's the problem, where I get the shudder, and then you apply the brake harder. That one's got the movement in it too. So as you apply the brake harder, the shudder stops. So that must mean that the discs are actually locating themselves. But the brake is quite good. The power is right up there now, 2 fingers, and it really stops. It's really good. Quick shifter's hopeless. I did a lot of miles. I've never missed so many top gear shifts. I did 400 kilometres last weekend, 400 kilometres, and I never missed a shift. And then today, when I tried to do from 4th to 5th and 5th to 6th, I got a box of neutrals. So I got no idea what's wrong with it, to be honest. I keep changing the settings, it makes no difference. On a smooth road, because this is on rough country road, so the bike is bouncing around a bit. But on a dead smooth highway, the actual pressure that I'm using on the gear lever is harder than if I use the clutch. If I use the clutch, the gear lever goes through into the next gear. When I use the quick shifter, which means no clutch, I've got to push harder. It's not, you know, a knife through butter and all that sort of thing. It is really quite, it's not, if it's too hard, it won't even shift. Like if you get it totally wrong with the settings, it won't even shift. The gear lever is just solid. But it is going through, but it needs, you can feel that resistance. So it's not good. And I changed the settings twice and it made no difference. It works, but it doesn't work smoothly. You've got to push and it's not right. So I don't know what to do about that yet. I'll have to stop and think about the quick shifter. Rear suspension, I know all the guys, if they can afford it, like me, if I could afford it, I'd change the rear shock setup. I can't get anything with that at all on my rough roads here. On the smooth roads, maybe Europe or somewhere like that, or America, it might be good. But my roads, country roads, it's too, it just doesn't absorb the shock. It's not pogoing up and down. It's got static sag, it's got rider sag, 35mm on the back, so it's not rock solid, but it just doesn't control the shock at all. It just jars you straight up through the seat. It doesn't bounce off into the air, it just gives you a bloody wallop in the back side. So, and the front forks, I can fix those with all the help from the guys. I've looked up the K-Tech. I can get better springs, I can get better adjusters, more finer control of these, you know, they're built to a price, and better valving. So I can get the front end working good, I got the brakes are working good, just need new discs. And the rear shock, well, I think you just chuck it in the bin actually if you can afford the Hyper Pro. So that's where it's at the moment, and not sure about the quick shifter. I'll have to dig deeper on that. Oh, and the other one too is the starter motor. You see how much trouble it had starting it. If anyone knows what's going on with the starter motor, it doesn't seem like it doesn't continually engage. It seems to let out of the engagement of cranking the engine. It sort of like misses a beat. I'd like to know where it's wearing in the starter motor. Not the starter motor itself, the starter clutch, the mechanism that drives the starter motor is what I think is going on. That's what I think that is sort of, it's throwing out where it should be engaging all the time until the engine fires, you know. So it's letting off too early, I think. So that's another little thing I've got to figure out. So, I'm a big fan of some of the UK guys, the YouTubers, and some of the US guys as well. But I follow Lamb Chops over in the UK and Teapot One, and I was watching Teapot One yesterday. He was giving a summary of a Ducati. I'll read it out because it's such a long name. Multistrada V4S Grand Tour. And he was saying it does this and it does that, and then I felt sad after that because this 2002 it didn't have any of those creature comforts that he was talking about, let alone backlit switchgear. Oh well, we'll carry on. See you later, guys. Like and subscribe if you find my videos helpful for you. We've got a lot of work to do still. See you later. Bye.